Every year, over 240,000 Americans experience mini-strokes, also called TIAs or transient ischemic attacks, but most don't even realize it. Why? Because the symptoms can be subtle, short-lived, and easy to dismiss. But here's the shocking reality. 1 in 3 people who have a mini-stroke will suffer a major stroke within a year. Even more concerning, up to 80% of strokes could be prevented if we recognized these early warning signs and sought medical help immediately. That's why knowing these signs could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Mini-strokes might not leave lasting damage right away, but they serve as a major red flag that something is wrong with your brain's blood flow. In today's video, we'll break down the 8 crucial warning signs of a mini-stroke, why they happen, and how you can act before it's too late. Don't ignore these signals, because a mini-stroke today could mean a major stroke tomorrow. Let's get started. One of the first and most alarming signs of a mini-stroke is a sudden problem with speech. It may feel like your tongue is too heavy to move, your words come out jumbled, or you suddenly can't form a coherent sentence. Why does this happen? A mini-stroke temporarily blocks blood flow to the brain's speech centers, mainly Broca's area and Wernicke's area. These regions control speaking, understanding, reading, and writing. How to recognize it? Slurred speech. It may sound like you're drunk or struggling to get words out. Confused speech. You may say words out of order or substitute the wrong words without realizing it. Trouble understanding others. You can hear them speaking but their words don't make sense. Why this is dangerous? Speech difficulties caused by a mini-stroke come on suddenly. This isn't just occasional forgetfulness or a tongue-tied moment. It's an immediate change in your ability to communicate. Even if it only lasts a few minutes, it means that your brain is temporarily losing blood flow. What to do? If you or someone around you suddenly has difficulty speaking, even if it goes away quickly, call 911 immediately. This could be an early warning sign of a major stroke in the near future. A mini-stroke doesn't just affect your speech, it can also cloud your thinking and leave you feeling completely disoriented. Common symptoms: struggling to remember recent events, forgetting where you are or what you were doing, trouble making simple decisions, feeling like your brain is in a fog. Why this happens? When a mini-stroke temporarily blocks oxygen to the brain, it disrupts its ability to process information quickly. The confusion may last just a few minutes or up to several hours, but it should never be ignored. A real-life example. Imagine walking into your kitchen to make coffee, but suddenly you can't remember how. You're staring at the coffee maker, but you don't know what to do next. This isn't normal forgetfulness, this is a sign of brain dysfunction. What to do? If you or someone around you suddenly becomes confused for no clear reason, seek emergency help right away. A classic symptom of a mini-stroke is sudden weakness, numbness, or paralysis. But here's the key: it usually affects only one side of the body. Why this happens? The brain is divided into 2 hemispheres and each side controls the opposite side of the body. If a blood clot or blockage temporarily stops blood flow to one side, it can cause one-sided weakness or numbness. Common signs: your arm or leg suddenly feels weak or numb. Your face droops on one side. You can't grip objects properly or feel like you're losing control of your hand. Quick self-test. Look in a mirror and smile. If one side of your face droops, it's a warning sign. Raise both arms. If one arm drifts downward or feels weak, get help immediately. What to do? If you experience sudden weakness or numbness in the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side, call 911 right away. We all feel dizzy from time to time, but mini-stroke dizziness is different. It comes on suddenly and severely, and it can make standing or walking almost impossible. Key symptoms: feeling like you're about to fall, sudden severe vertigo, and losing balance and feeling unstable. Why this happens? Mini-strokes affecting the cerebellum, the part of the brain that controls balance and coordination, can cause sudden, intense dizziness. What to do? If you suddenly feel off balance or dizzy for no reason, don't ignore it, seek medical attention immediately. Mini-strokes don't just affect speech and movement, they can also impact vision. Signs to watch for include sudden blurry vision, loss of vision in one eye like a curtain closing, and seeing double or distorted images. A mini-stroke can temporarily block blood flow to the retina or the brain's visual processing centers, leading to brief blindness, double vision, or dark spots in your field of view. If your vision suddenly changes or goes dark, seek emergency medical help immediately. A mini-stroke headache is different from a regular headache or migraine. It's sudden, severe, and unlike anything you've felt before. What makes it different? It comes on suddenly, feels explosive like a thunderclap, and may be accompanied by vision changes, nausea, or dizziness. Mini-strokes can cause sudden changes in brain pressure and blood flow, triggering intense headaches. If you suddenly experience a severe headache that comes out of nowhere, get checked immediately. We've all experienced the occasional pins and needles sensation after sitting in an awkward position for too long. But what if that tingling happens suddenly, for no clear reason, and only on one side of your body? That could be your body's way of warning you about a mini-stroke or TIA. Tingling or numbness, especially when it appears out of nowhere, can indicate that blood flow to certain nerves in the brain has been temporarily disrupted. When this happens, sensory messages between your brain and the affected area are interrupted, leading to a loss of sensation, tingling, or even complete numbness. Signs to watch for include numbness in the fingertips, toes, or an entire limb, making it difficult to grasp objects or walk properly. A tingling sensation that spreads, starting in one part of your arm or leg and gradually moving upward. Loss of sensation in part of your face where your cheek, lips, or even one side of your tongue feels different or numb. Weakness along with numbness is a strong indication of a mini-stroke, especially on one side of your body. A mini-stroke temporarily blocks blood flow to specific areas of the brain that control sensation and movement. This disrupts normal nerve signals, leading to sudden tingling, numbness, or weakness. Different areas of the brain control different parts of the body, so the location of the tingling can provide clues about where the mini-stroke occurred. If the face is affected, the problem may be in the brainstem or cerebral cortex. If the hand or arm is affected, it may indicate an issue in the sensory cortex of the brain. If both the leg and arm on one side are affected, it could signal reduced blood flow in the middle cerebral artery, which supplies a large portion of the brain. Unlike temporary numbness caused by poor circulation or nerve compression, like your foot falling asleep, mini-stroke numbness does not improve with movement or stretching. It often lasts for several minutes and then suddenly disappears. A classic sign of a transient ischemic attack, or TIA. If you experience sudden tingling, numbness, or weakness that affects one side of your body without an obvious cause, do not ignore it. This is a potential warning sign of an impending major stroke. Call 911 immediately. Even if the tingling goes away after a few minutes, a mini-stroke is a warning sign that a full stroke could happen soon. Check for other stroke symptoms. Is your face drooping? Is one arm weak? Is your speech slurred? Take note of when the symptoms started. This helps doctors assess the risk and determine the best treatment. Recognizing mini-strokes can save your life. Mini-strokes are not something to brush off. They are your body's early warning system signaling that a full-blown stroke could be coming. Remember fast. Face drooping, ask the person to smile. Does one side of their face droop? Arm weakness, ask them to raise both arms. Does one drift downward? Speech difficulty, ask them to repeat a simple sentence. Do the words sound slurred? Time to call 911. If you notice any of these signs, seek emergency medical attention immediately. Acting quickly can prevent a major stroke and save a life, maybe even your own.